Hey y'all, I am re-recording the workout brief from 7 o'clock this evening. I'm ashamed to say I actually deleted the recording. So I'm recording it again. Hopefully I'll remember some of the questions that were asked so that I can make sure that I highlight those as I go through this. We're going to start with the, um, the warm-up. So the warm up is going to be 8 minutes of smooth movement. You're going to go through 10 air squats, followed by 30-second bent hollow hold, and then 8 front to back lunges, and then a 30-second hollow body hold. What I'll do is I'll post some videos of the movements just in case you have questions about them. Also in the on the Facebook page. Um, and that way you can kind of see how they're demonstrated. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you hold that air squat for 1 second at the bottom. Really, really working on good position. You're going to go through all of those movements multiple times for 8 minutes of work. So if you get through it 2 or 3 times, that's perfectly fine. So you're going to work at a steady pace for 8 minutes. But really, each round should get a little bit more and more focused. Your squat reps should be a little bit deeper, chest nice and tall, keeping your back nice and flat. Um, on the bent hollow hold, you want to keep your lower back in contact with the floor at all times while you're keeping your core engaged. And then the front to back lunges, you want to focus on making sure that your knee actually touches the ground, and then you're pushing through the lead foot or lead heel as you're moving forward and backwards through that lunge position. And then on the arch body holds, you want to make sure that your arms are nice and long and you're trying to get as much of your body off the floor as possible. So that's going to transition us to the strength work for the day, and that's going to be tempo front squats. Now, I have in parentheses there to use a metronome, and that's actually ideal. So if you have a metronome or something to sort of count your beats at 60 beats per second, that or 60 beats per minute, that would be ideal because then you can hear and keep track of the tempo that you need to keep and maintain without for all of these squats. So look at your level method testing to see what your squat endurance level is. If you don't have level testing done for squat endurance, that's not a problem. I want you to pay attention to the tempo of each of these different levels. So we're going to go from white, that is 10 goblet squats. That's holding a kettlebell or a weighted object in the front of your body. And that tempo, those four numbers, the first letter is how long it's going to take you to start from the beginning and descend all the way down to the bottom of the position of the squat. And then the next letter or the next number is how long you're going to hold that bottom position. And then the third letter or third number is going to be how long it's going to take you to actually come back to that fully standing position. And then the fourth number is the amount of time that you're going to rest at the top. So if you look at let's just take the um, blue level, where you're going to do 10 reps building weight at a 6-1-6-1 tempo. So that's 6 seconds down, pause for a single count, then 6 seconds up, pause for a single count. And you're going to repeat that for 10 reps. Now, with all of these different levels, regardless of what the level is, your goal is to get that many reps consecutively unbroken. Now, if you have to rest, then rest to maintain the form. But the goal is to make sure that you're building capacity to be able to get all of those reps done and completed at one set, and then you rest in between sets and using 12 minutes to accumulate 4 to 6 work sets. Um, all right, so after you've gotten the front tempo front squats completed, um, you're going to transition to the conditioning part of the workout, which is garage door. So we have two versions of the workout. We're going to have one that's sort of in the range of from white to orange, and then the other workout is going to be in the range from blue to brown. So you're going to do 4 to 7 sets for quality. You're not trying to, see how many crappy reps or crappy sets that you can do. You want to make sure all of these reps are done with really, really good quality. Again, for the tuck ups, for the presses, front set lunges, I'm going to be able to place links in the Facebook page for you to take a look at that. But what you're going to do is you're going to do 8 tuck ups and then as many reps as possible of a dumbbell overhead press. And it's going to be 2 dumbbells in your hands, or 2 weighted objects. So you can use 2 water jugs filled with water, or you can use 2 big cans of pasta or tomato soup or something. It's just something to simulate that overhead pressing action with a little bit of weight. Now, I have underneath that up to 45 pounds for men and up to 35 pounds for women if you're going to be doing that press in the white to orange level. So as many reps as you possibly can do. Once your form either starts to break down or you fatigue to the point where you can't do any more reps, then you're going to knock out 10 front step lunges, and that's 10 total, or 5 on each leg. Again, making sure that that knee touches the ground, and then you're standing back up to fully standing position. Now, for the lunges, you can either do front step lunges or reverse lunges are acceptable. Once you complete a round of that, you're going to rest for a minute, and then you're going to pick back up with the next set. So we're looking for really, really good quality sets here, not just looking to get through it. If you get to 4 sets and you feel like your form is starting to break down and you're having to rest longer than a minute, I would go ahead and cut it off there and then log that information in your scores into Beyond the Whiteboard. Now, transitioning to the other side where you have the blue, purple, and brown, you're doing strict V-ups. So the strict V-up is you're lying on your back, and then you're basically going to fold your body in half where your toes and your hands meet at sort of over your belly button, and then you're going to go all the way back down where your hands go overhead and your feet are legs are fully extended. So you're going to do 5 strict reps, trying to avoid sort of slinging your body forward. You want to really focus on utilizing as much of your core as possible. And then the strict press weight for here is 95 pounds or up to 95 pounds. For guys and up to 65 pounds for women. So the way that would look if you have access to a barbell or if you have access to kettlebells or whatever the case might be, that's total weight. So if you're looking at 95 pounds for guys, you're looking at approximately 45 pounds in each hand. If you want to go to 50, you can go to 50. That's just a little bit more work, but that's okay. But you're going to be greater than 45 pounds total, but up to 95 pounds for guys, and greater than 35 pounds and up to or a little bit heavier for women, for 65 pounds for women. And then you have front rack lunges. So you're going to have 2 dumbbells or 2 objects, weighted objects in both of your hands in that front rack position. And then you're going to be doing lunges forward or reverse lunges for 10 reps. And then again, after you finish those 10 lunges, you're going to rest for a minute, and then you're going to cycle back through. Again, if you get to 4 to 5 reps and you feel your form is starting to break down and you're having to rest a super long time or longer than a minute, go ahead and cut that off and go ahead and end it. I'm trying to think. There was a question about the weight, so I answered that question. I think that's it. So if you have any questions, I will check the Facebook page tomorrow morning before I do this workout, and I will respond to any questions that you have. All right, have fun.